The names are virtually the same: McCall, Miller, Taylor, and Bubaka. The goal is to help San Pedro repeat as city champions in volleyball. Last year, the Pirates outlasted Venice in 5 grueling games. Tonight, standing in San Pedro's way are the tall trees of the Taft Toreadors. The top 2 seeds battle for the crown next on LA 36 and KLCS. LA 36 and KLCS present the High School Game of the Week, featuring the top boys and girls teams from the City Section Athletic Program, public high schools of the City of Los Angeles. Presented by the Los Angeles Unified School District. Sponsored by 360 Health Club, a fitness revolution in body, mind, and spirit. 360healthclub.com. Sponsored in part by the Los Angeles Times. For news, scores, and schedules updated throughout the day, latimes.com/sports. Also sponsored by Victory Custom Athletic. Uniforms, jackets, and banners for LA's best in team sports. Victory-LA.com. At Occidental College for the championship match of City Volleyball for the 2005 season. Hello everybody, my name is Randy Rosenbaum, set to call the play-by-play. It's number 1 against number 2. San Pedro, which was undefeated in the Marine League, the defending champions, trying to repeat against a very talented Taft Toreador team that, like San Pedro, was undefeated in their league, the West Valley Conference. We work with Will Reinhardt, the head coach at Verdugo Hills. And Will, you know these teams very well. They're both very strong.
No doubt about it. Both these teams are explosive with their athleticism, and obviously San Pedro, as the returning champion, has got that experience edge, which could mean a lot in this match.
When you talk about the Toreadors, you talk about their big block. Number 20, young player, but a good one, Samantha Potter.
Samantha Potter is one of the outstanding young athletes in the city section. Just a sophomore, she's got huge upside potential, and those long arms are going to present a big problem for San Pedro at the net all night long.
She'll have some help, too. A great opposite side hitter. She can also block number 27, Savannah Thomas.
Savannah Thompson, the Valencia transfer, her sister's also on this team. Clearly the most athletic and explosive player on Taft. And I talked to Coach Mercado. He said that Savannah will be matched up against Pedro's number 1 player, that's Amber McCall.
Let's first talk about Alex Bubaka up front. She's had 30 blocks for San Pedro in the last 3 playoff matches.
No doubt about it. I mean, Bubaka is the sort of player that can change a match by shutting you down. Defensively, she is awesome. And that block is for real. She can stop any player in the city.
She has help, too. And you mentioned her, Amber McCall, who was great last year in the finals.
McCall has played through injury. She's had that shoulder problem, but she is determined and efficient. She's a senior, so she knows it's her last chance and she wants to go out a winner.
Amber McCall's terrific. So are the Pirates, who are looking to repeat. It should be a good one. Last year, San Pedro beat Venice in 5. We expect that kind of tight battle again here tonight. We'll be back to start the championship match. The Pirates and the Toreadors is next on LA 36 and KLCS. And we are getting set for the championship match. San Pedro, the Pirates, against the always tough Toreadors of Taft High School. Randy Rosenblum along with Will Reinhardt. And as you can see, we're here at courtside. We expect a very, very solid match. Taft is the underdog here, Will, but you know for a fact that Armin Mercado believes he's got a real shot tonight.
Oh, there's no question about it. Mercado's here for the 2nd time in 3 years. He wants it bad this year. He's put a lot of work into it in the offseason, and he's ready for the kill.
The 3rd member of our broadcast team is Ramona Shelburne, and let's go to Ramona for the first time tonight. Ramona?
San Pedro center Samantha Taylor has been hampered by a left ankle injury all season, but she says she's ready to go tonight. says the ankle feels very good, even though I imagine adrenaline has a lot to do with that. But after the season, after tonight's game, Samantha's going to have to take 2 weeks off, put the ankle in a soft cast before club volleyball season. I asked her if it affected any of her mobility. She said no, just when she does jump serves. When she's out on the court tonight, though, don't expect the ankle to be a problem. Randy, back to you.
All right, thank you, Ramona. It's easy to identify these teams. Taft in red and San Pedro in their dark black uniform. They've not faced each other, and I think that adds intrigue to this match. A lot of times we'll have these matchups where teams have played each other during the regular season. That's not the case. Taft and San Pedro, they've never played against one another.
Hey, it's one thing to scout a team. It's a whole other thing when you see them on the court face to face, and you can see the look in the eyes right now. I watched them coming in. They are definitely checking each other out, probing, waiting for that moment where that first serve is made, and it's on.
The experience factor certainly is on the side of the Pirates. They're the champions. Many of these players played here last year, and I guess there's more butterflies, one would think, with this Taft Toreador team.
Well, the Toreadors, that's the big question, the experience factor. Everyone knows Pedro's been here, done that, and these girls look confident. Right now, you see they're all business. But what about Taft? Is Taft going to be able to respond? They've got a head coach who's ready for it. Is the team ready for it?
What I like is the chemistry and how both these teams have that fun-loving, carefree attitude.
Absolutely. You know, as a high school coach of girls volleyball, that's something that I love about the sport. And these girls do have that kind of footloose and fancy-free attitude in their step. You know, their gait is one of a lot of bounce. They're ready to go, and they want to have fun. I think at the end of the day, volleyball's a fun sport, and that's why these girls got into it.
You look at the records, too. 30-7 for Taft and 34-3 for San Pedro, but that's the club records as well. That's not just against city competition. That incorporates a lot of games.
You know, I mean, you can throw those records out right now. They only care about one win. One win tonight. One match victory is what matters. So if you've got some kind of gaudy record, it won't matter if the last game you played was a loss. They want to play in the state tournament. Both of them think they're ready. They both want to do it.
Bad shoulder, but at this time of year, you are bruised and battered.
No question. And I talked to Coach Kumar before. She told me that she's worried about these players only in the sense that they won't tell her how injured they are. They're so tough, they want to play through anything, and she's concerned that they don't get any further hurt. You know, it was at the Redondo tournament that Taylor was banged up, turned the ankle. She's taped up and ready to go. She's a gamer. And McCall, well, all season long, you know, she's been a warrior. You see that tape on her shoulder right there, number 3, and she's a bruiser. I mean, there's no stopping her tonight.
San Pedro averages 14 aces a match. They're one of the top serving teams in Southern California, and one of the best is Samantha Taylor, and she'll put it in play to begin this match. Tough first serve by Taylor. That shot is in.
Caught the line there. Nice swing. You see there that the back row attack is going to be a big factor for both teams, and Taft showing a reason why right there.
Cameron Thomas, her sister Savannah, two of the stars for the team in red, and you can see that one hit the back line. Johanna Yu to serve. Bubika pops that one down the line. We're tied at 1.
Got it, yeah. Bubika, she's been awesome at catching the line. She's a smart hitter. I mean, that's one of the things that makes Pedro difficult to stop. They can swing anywhere. They're not predictable.
Bubika was first team All-Marine League last year as a sophomore, a 3-year starter, only in her junior year. Duran is dug by Benitez. Tipped over by Taylor. That one's into the net. Thomas couldn't clear it. It's 2-1. Taft's never won a city championship. That's been their goal all season long, to get their first title this year.
Absolutely, and Samantha Taylor and company are going to make that real difficult for them. Taylor is a big reason why Pedro's got to be the favorite in this match.
There's a block by Bubika.
Well, Bubika gets that outstanding extension across the net. It's like she can sniff the ball. She's got some kind of heat-seeking radar on it. She penetrates really well at the net.
Benitez putting it back in play. Potter, dug by McCall. Potter The up by McCall. What a move, hitting it down on the Pirates. Wonderful play.
It's Taylor again. That's what I'm talking about. That's why, in my mind, she's the City Player of the Year. She's a heads-up player. She's a gamer. It's like having an extra coach, you know, and she's a coach on the court.
What a play by Samantha Taylor. Great court presence.
She knows exactly what she needs to do. She's always aware, always.
Savannah Thomas to serve for Taft High School. There's Savannah. Wants to play pro volleyball in Europe or Brazil. And with her ability, she might get there. She might play pro volleyball. Bubaka again with a block on Saltani. Miller with the tip. Bubaka didn't clear the net. Point, Taft High School.
Wow, an unusual miscommunication there between Bubaka and her setter Taylor. You know, you don't see that very often. It might be the last time we see that this game.
Thomas and the Toreadors looking to tie it. That one doesn't clear for Cameron Thomas.
Well, you see they're going again to that back row. They know the block of Pedro is going to present some problems, so they're immediately going to go to that back row and try and create some space between the hitter and the blocker.
Duran on the attack, and she has this one down for the Toreadors.
Effective swing, picking on the line there. You can see going away from McCall, taking it down the line, which is good sense if you're Taft, because McCall's tough to stop.
Both these teams have numerous weapons. Here's Jessica Duran, who just had that kill. Shank pass by Miller. San Pedro fortunate just to get it back over the net. Potter, though, lifted it. That's a point for the Pirates. San Pedro fortunate there.
Well, look, you know, Potter is a sophomore. She's going to make her mistakes. You got to have to live with that with the youth, you know, but she's an outstanding player, and she's going to bang a few more tonight.
Bree Hutton, who has 37 aces this year, serves that one wide. Point Taft.
And as you mentioned, you know, this is an aggressive serving team, so you have to live with those errors as well. If you're going to live by the ace, you might die by the ace. Pedro's been very effective putting teams in holes with that strong serve of theirs.
Shandiz Camarava will serve for Taft. Jennifer Miller has come in, the libero for the Pirates, wearing number 1 in the white uniform. She'll be easy to spot for the Pirates. That one's put through. Tatiana Height.
Well, we're starting to see, I think, right now what everyone's been talking about with both of these teams, and that is the depth, the balance. Who do you stop? You pick your poison.
The draw is 6. You got to keep the serve in. Those are immediate points for the opposition. A free point there for the Pirates.
Yeah, and on that float serve, the coach has got to be pretty disappointed. You know, I mean, he's expecting a little bit more control from that.
This is Shannon Miller. Her sister Jennifer Miller is the libero. Benitez. Net violation on Taft.
You know, Benitez, their leading offensive player for Pedro, a team with a lot of balance. She does stand out. She was hitting balls just down the road here at Hoover High School a year ago, and now she's leading the San Pedro Pirates.
254 kills this season. She is 3rd in the city. What an addition for the champions. Another block. McCall got up. Thomas still alive off the net. Wonderful defense by the champions. Height. Another dig by Jennifer Miller. Benitez. She can't put it away. Free ball for the Pirates. McCall with the tip.
See, Randy, that's exactly what makes Pedro so tough. They don't panic. You saw that play. Everyone seemed to know exactly where they were going, and Bubaka, a back row player there, no panic. She just steps in, sends it on over. Pedro wins the point. That's why they're tough to beat.
So the libero of Taft couldn't run it down. Shannon Miller once again to put it in play. Just a sophomore, started as a freshman. Played on the championship team a year ago. Benitez. Ignacio with the nice up. Thomas blocked. McCall is hanging around that net. Miller with a nice up. Boy, I'll tell you, the Pirates are passing well. The dump is played by Taft. Wonderful rally. Benitez, she can't put it down. Taft keeping it alive. That one's down the line and wide. Point San Pedro.
Lost her balance there a little bit. That was number 14, Cameron Thomas, swinging wide. And I think Coach Mercado's seen enough. He wants to take a little breather here.
Will, your thoughts? A little bit of a feeling out process, but you get that the champions got to feel a little bit more confident right now. It was tied at 6, and they've run off 4 in a row for Christina Kumar, the coach.
Look, their confidence is so high, and right now Coach Kumar is just trying to keep their heads in the moment. They know what this is all about. They've done it before, so they're prepared. I talked to her earlier. She said that this, as her first season as the varsity coach, she's really gotten a chance to bond with these girls. She likes the parents. She says the program is on a huge upswing. And we know they're young, so this may not be the last time they're on this court.
Here are some of the key players tonight that'll play for the Pirates. Jennifer Miller, Alex Bubica, Amber McCall, Shannon Miller, the two sisters, Natalie Benitez, and Samantha Taylor, that wonderful setter. Key players that'll be performing for the champions.
And when you look at that, you realize both these teams are running 5-1 offenses, so it means that there's a lot put on those setters. And it's clear that the advantage here goes to Taylor.
Taft breaking huddle. There's Samantha Potter. She's a real cheerleader as well. Very energetic young lady.
She was dancing before the game started.
10-6, San Pedro. Back set, McCall. Got another winner.
It's confusion. You know, they love to run the right side, and they're able to do it really well. It throws you off. It's away from what you're expecting. Creates a lot of havoc for a defense.
San Pedro hasn't lost a game against this city this year, against any city opponent. Forget the match. They haven't lost a game yet. Thomas dug by Bubica. Benitez on the run, and she missed it. Hit it long.
Your comment there is accurate, and that's actually saying a lot because they play in the Marine League, which is one of the tougher leagues in the district, in the city section. So she's got to face, Pedro's got to face Carson and Narbonne. It's a tall order.
Saltani to serve the setter, just a junior. Her twins on the team as a reserve. Roll shot, just crawled over. Height, got it through. Pancake dig attempt by Bubica. She couldn't get it up. And a point for Height and the Toreadors.
Yeah, the ball crawling over the tape there. Nonetheless, excellent effort by Bubica. When you see her put that kind of effort out there, it's going to inspire her teammates to want to play a little bit harder as well.
Benitez. Nice dig by Duran. Double contact on Taft, point San Pedro.
Well, Soltani's got to square her legs and her hips. She's learning this game. She didn't originally want to play volleyball. She got into it. She's done very well, but she's got to make that set.
You know, one of her friends went out for the team a few years ago, and she joined her. Her friend didn't make the team, and she's a star. Soltani with a nice set there, and it was put away.
Hived into the net on the follow through there. Well, that teaches you, don't invite your friends to the tryouts unless you want to make the team.
Unfortunate there for Taft High School. They went into the net, takes a point away from them and gives it over to San Pedro, and it's 13-8. McCall with a deep serve. That's a winner. Boy, there's some heavy heat there.
And Taft needed that big time. Coaches always tell their players, do not make the error. We saw the setting error by Soltani. We saw the hit into the net. Taft really needed that play.
This is Cameron Thomas. Her and Savannah, sisters, who transferred from Valencia High School. Benitez had it blocked for a winner. That's what Taft can do. They can hang around the net. Number 2 is a good one. That's Kiana Johnson.
Oh, she elevates so nicely on this play. That's the solo roof job. Oh, my.
10 serving 13, and here come the Toreadors back in game 1. And a tough serve, and an ace serve. Taft was the runner-up in 2002 to Van Nuys, but this is a much stronger Toreador team.
Oh, no question about it. I feel bad for Taft in some respects because that season they were playing a defending champ and came up short. Let's see what happens tonight.
Another tough serve. Savannah Thomas couldn't put it away. Benitez, wonderful dig in the back row by Thomas. Bubaka with the roll shot. Still alive. Wonderful rally. Johnson, yes. The Toreadors are within one.
And now we're seeing that high-level play that we've been looking for. This is what the match that people wanted to see. People knew Pedro was for real. What is Taft all about? And they're showing it right now.
Cameron Thomas with this serve could tie this first game. You see that celebration to get him to within one. Benitez hits that one deep, and it's played by Thomas. Thomas from the back row, and she missed it wide. I'll tell you this, Cameron went for it. She didn't miss it by much.
She didn't, and you know, you can see there's a pattern developing here. That's got to be the third or fourth attempt out of the back row for Cameron Thomas. Mercado sees something he likes. He's trying to use it.
Samantha Taylor with that hard serve. Benitez, cross court, she got it.
Oh, but a net violation, Randy. Yeah, net violation at the same time there.
Point for San Pedro.
They're going outside a little bit more than I expected them to. Benitez is getting a lot of work right now.
She's been a go-to player for them most of the year. The depth that Taylor gets on the serves is amazing. Here's Benitez again. Duran had it come back. Getting up was Bree Hutton, number 9 for the Pirates. Taylor just sending it over in 2. Long rally after long rally. Back set to Hutton. They're still going. Long rally continues. Johnson is blocked at the net. One of the longest rallies of the season in high school volleyball. Here's Benitez. What a dig by Ignacio. That one spiked long by Cameron Thomas. Point Pirates. What a rally.
You know, Cameron Thomas wants that one back. What an outstanding rally. These girls are in game mode right now. Thomas just losing her balance, reaching too far over her shoulder, sending it out of bounds.
What a dig by Romina Ignacio. Flying for it, laying out in the deep court.
Did not clear the net.
Another point for the Pirates. They lead by 5.
You know, Ignacio was the West Valley League Player of the Year. And that's for a libero, someone who does not get to play in the front row. Mercado thinks very highly of her.
That serves long. That's exactly what Taft needed. Breaks the momentum for the moment of the champions.
Taylor making an uncharacteristic error on the float serve. No power on that shot, but it got away from her.
Well, I had the opportunity to do last year's match. This is a much more high-level match. These teams are far superior to what we had here last year.
There's no question about that. I mean, last year it was a young Pedro team against a Venice team with one big weapon. This is exciting city volleyball.
Thomas nets that one. Cameron's had some great moments and not so hot moments in this first game. She's explosive, though.
Yeah, and now you've got to start watching as a coach. You know, you want to make sure the girl's not going in the tank. I mean, she's a tough kid, but you make a few errors like that, you start thinking about it.
Benitez with an ace.
Yeah, well, communication error, and again, Thomas involved in that. Mercado got to stop the bleeding.
And he takes the timeout. Pirates have opened up a 6-point lead.
You know, and what was that, at 12-13, they had tied it up?
McCall has 2 kills.
Amber McCall's got a couple kills already. And
Thomas and Jessica Duran have 2
Cameron Thomas has a couple kills early for the Taft Toreadors, but she's had some mistakes. There's Harmon Mercado. You know, his team's down a little bit. He told us that game 2 was the key. He said he didn't think his team would panic even if they lost game 1, but he does not want to fall behind by 2 games. He thinks game 2 is going to be the key.
He's a terrific coach, respected by all the other coaches in the city. Understand that he is the person who keeps his team calm. He's got game smarts. He knows the X's and O's, but the thing is, he builds a solid program, and he does that with a good character of his players. These are some athletes who are really nice girls.
Harmon in his 6th year. Previous 5 years at Franklin, he was a former excellent player for the Panthers, led Franklin
You
into
see
the
his
semis
coach
in
right there.
'94.
In that last frame, we got to see his coach, John Lee.
19-13. The champions have the ball in a lead. That's Natalie Benitez to serve, junior. Great arm swing. And she puts it back in play. No one's going to get it for the Pirates.
Savannah Thomas, grip and rip. They run that up from the opposite side. They're very effective. And Pedro's got the same shine of shot. They just don't have a player with Savannah Thomas's athletic ability.
And Savannah to serve. Another winner for Duran going cross court. She just punched that across.
Yeah, very smart play by Duran. Nowhere to go. The ball was so tightly set, and she makes an excellent roll shot, cutting it hard, just leaving the Pirates in the dust on that play.
Just when you thought the Pirates in a good position here in game one, the Toreadors scored 2 in a row. They're back to within 4. Great serve. Ace. Oh, is that a wonderful serve by number 27, Savannah Thomas.
Mercado calling that location. He saw it again. The spot Miller was giving up too much room.
The lead's been chopped in half after that ace. 16 serving 19. Bree Hutton. That one just crawled over. Here's Hutton again on the joust. Toreadors able to run it down. Savannah Thomas, played by Miller. Taylor setting, but she double contacted the ball. And on that mishandling of the ball, Taft's within 2.
Pass is pushing her too close to the net. She just didn't have the room to operate. Unable to square up, causes the double contact.
4 in a row for Taft High School to close to within 2. Just long. Boy, Amber McCall showed great court awareness.
Absolutely, but that's an aggressive serve by Savannah Thomas. I'm sure that was a called serve. She missed the line by just a few inches.
Bubika with the jump serve. Here comes Savannah Thomas. Yes. Powerful spike from the deep court.
Well, it's the Thomas and Thomas show so far, and Savannah's really been picking it up for Taft, causing Coach Kumar to take the timeout.
I think that's a good timeout. Taft is making a nice push here.
But it seems unlikely to me that this is going to be a match where one team or the other gets blown out. I mean, it looks like, you know, volleyball's a game of momentum, so you may see a 4 or 5 point swing, a little run. But besides that, I don't see this thing being a blowout. You expect some close games. 2018, race to the finish. Let's see who gets the jump.
This Pirate team was down 18-8 in its 3rd game of the semifinals against Narbonne and rallied to win. San Pedro has beaten King Drew, got by Van Nuys, Chatsworth, and then Narbonne in the semifinals. Taft beat Jefferson in the first round, then Grant, University, and Palisades. They did drop 1 game to University in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, I talked to Coach Mercado about that. He said it presented matchup problems, the type of team Uni had, but they've been tough throughout the playoffs. Narbonne's got to wonder what they have to do to get San Pedro out of that Marine League. They just can't seem to get any good luck against them.
Also, Carson had a very strong team this year in the Marine League. Duran. Miller playing it. This is Miller going up. Ignacio passing. Here's Potter. And it's played by Bubika. Can the Toreadors get to within 1? Potter, dug by Miller. Another long rally. Potter going cross court. No touch. It's out. Point San Pedro.
The Pirates are very fortunate there. You can't free ball quality teams and get away with it often. They did there. Taylor sending it over. And the hitting error by the sophomore.
Tough serve by Bree Hutton has the Toreadors off balance. Here's a free one for the Pirates. McCall's got it.
And there again, pass leading to the free ball. I mean, you should plan on eating leather. They got lucky that the Pirates weren't ready to really crush it there. Just a tip shot to put it away.
The champions by 4. They're 3 points away from winning game 1. Best 3 out of 5 for the crown. Cameron Thomas is one. Taylor and McCall.
That's what they call in volleyball wet. I mean, that block was intense. The double big block there. You had Taylor up, McCall, the shutdown.
Boy, Samantha Taylor does it all, the setter of San Pedro. 23, serving 18, Bree Hutton with a tough serve. Suddenly Taft back on its heels in game one. Miller, Ignacio, over to Thomas. She hits it under the net. We've come to game point for the Pirates.
It's that inexperience factor again. That's one of those things what makes a difference between the two teams. The Pirates don't seem to panic or break down in those little scramble plays. And Taft so far had some problems.
That one's put over nicely on two, and that surprised the champions.
Yeah, great time to use it. If you're a setter and you're going to run that dump play, you better save it for when it really matters. And Sultani there, boy, she picked the right moment for that play.
Fallen Shaw, number 21, will serve. Just a sophomore. Wants to someday play for UCLA. Has a very tough float serve, a lot of top spin. Let's see if she can utilize it here. Pirates, game point if they can put it down. There it is, game one to San Pedro, 25-19.
You know, you just got to look right there at the expression on Amber McCall's face. What a mature play that was. Rather than unloading with a swing that could have been blocked, she sees the hole, she takes advantage, and game one goes to the Pirates.
Like the way San Pedro responded to the Taft run.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, Pedro is just not the sort of team to get flustered. Not only because of the experience, but the character of the girls. They don't get flustered easily.
And let's go to Ramona Shelbourne between games. Ramona, what do you have for us?
Well, Randy, Taft coach Armand Mercado said his team has not played in any kind of big game like this before. But Armand Mercado, well, it seems like he's here every single season. Mercado is coaching in his 5th city championship game. 3 with the Taft boys. This is his 2nd with the Taft girls. Mercado is 0-4. He'd like to change that around here tonight, but we had a little fun before the game talking about it. Asked him about the Buffalo Bills and whether or not he thought his team compared favorably. Then he said, well, they didn't play in 5, so I don't know how they would have done in 5. He also said after the 4th consecutive loss last year when the Taft boys lost in the championship game to Chatsworth, Mercado asked City Section Commissioner Barbara Figge if he could trade the 4 runner-up trophies in for a larger championship trophy. Let's hope this Taft team gets him a real trophy sometime in the future. Randy, Will, back to you.
Well, he does a great job with both the boys and girls program, but he said game 2 is the critical one. He wasn't concerned about game 1. Certainly he would have rather won it than lost it. But this is the game he wants. He wants to put some pressure on the Pirates.
Yeah, falling down 0-2 is not where you want to be in an environment like this against a team like San Pedro. I got to laugh at Ramona's story there. I mean, hey, I'll tell you, I'd take 0-4 in a championship match any day. I'm still trying to get there.
There's some of the Toreadors that you've seen through game 1 that are going to make it happen. Ignacio, terrific libero. Sultani doing a good job setting. And the 2 Thomas sisters, Jessica Durant-Potter, just a sophomore who's going to get better, and Tatiana Hythe, who's a very solid middle blocker. Key players for Taft.
Ignacio's been starting this offense with some clean passes, and the Thomas sisters have put away a few kills each. You know, I think I can see now we've got 3 kills for each of the Thomas sisters, or 2 for Savannah. Durant with those cut shots been helping them out, but they just haven't been able to match the intensity and game smarts so far. So hopefully they'll be able to rebound.
We'll see what the West Valley League champions can do. They were 10-0 in the West Valley. These Pirates were 10-0 in the Marine League. Dominant teams. 2 teams that have been on a collision course all season long. San Pedro, as you can see, captured game 1 25-19, so they still have not lost a game to a city school. They need 2 more games, though, to win their 2nd consecutive city title.
I'll tell you right now, Randy, I mean, what's going to need to happen here is Taft is going to have to start taking some risks, and they're going to have to turn it on, because if they get down in this 2nd game, you can just tell, like a good predator, the Pirates, man, they smell blood in the water, and they are all over it.
Although last year, Vettis dropped the first 2, won the next 2, and San Pedro bit him in that 5th and deciding game 15-7.
Come on, Randy, that was last year, and this is a totally different team in terms of maturity. I don't see the Pirates finding themselves in that spot again, and believe me, I'm sure they've talked about that. There's no way they're going to let up right now.
Well, Taft will serve first. Cameron Thomas has such great power. Yet they transferred the Thomas sisters from Valencia High School. What a bonus for Armand Mercado to get the two sisters in there.
Yeah, if you're going to get a couple transfer students, those are pretty good students to get.
Well, it took his program from being very good to a powerhouse.
Oh, absolutely. Last year they were knocked out in the quarters. This year, you know, they're clearly a team to be reckoned with, and they will be next year as well. I mean, they'll lose Savannah, or check me that, they'll lose the older sister of the two, Cameron, but they'll have Savannah back.
Yeah, these teams could meet for the next couple years.
A budding rivalry.
Here we go, game two. Bubaka dug by Ignacio. Cameron Thomas didn't clear the net.
You know, there's just that confidence factor you're seeing from that setting position. Soltani put the ball in a good location, but it just didn't seem like that was what she really wanted to do in that play.
Taft making more hitting errors so far than the Pirates as well. Height trying to go over the top. McCall has to put it back on the other side and does. Once again, the ability of San Pedro at the net bothering the front court of Taft.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that set. I mean, that is simply just a matter of Thomas needing to get it across. I mean, Soltani put it right where it had to be.
Another tough serve by Sam Taylor. And Duran struggled, and the Toreadors have given San Pedro a quick 3-0 lead in game two.
Yeah, down 1-0 to nothing. You don't want to give Sam Taylor a lead.
Taylor playing with that tender ankle, hit that one wide, and a point for Taft.
She looks more bemused than frustrated on that service error. She knows she'll come back from it.
Well, the champions play with such great confidence. One serving, 3 down a game. Randy Rosemond, Will Reinhardt, Ramona Shelburne, championship match on LA 36 in KLCS. That one's down. Kill on the outside, and that was Jill Francis, number 11, in for the first time, another senior.
You know, observing these teams, I'll tell you something else I'm seeing. It's a lot of looking over at the bench by Taft. They're looking at their coach, and you know, San Pedro, it seems like they're clicking without any kind of assistance.
They work Duran. That's a nice job by Jessica Duran, who does a lovely job of hitting it in on those sharp angles.
Second time she's done it, she's really got that nice cut shot, and they're gonna have to make a mental note of that on the Pirates bench.
Cameron Thomas and the Toreadors once again playing from behind. Lift on San Pedro.
Shank pass, Bubaka tried to handle it, unable to come up with it cleanly. Savannah Thomas is gonna take advantage of it. 4-3 game. Official indicated lift on that. Now you are allowed to double contact any first ball over or multiple contact. It's not the ruling. The ruling on that play was McCall had extended contact, the lift.
Robert Simpson is our up official tonight. Jill Francis is played by Ignacio, and a chance for Taft to get a lead. There it is, the kill by Cameron Thomas. And Taft has an advantage at 5-4.
Cameron Thomas got the grin back. She felt great about that swing, and she absolutely ate up McCall.
4 in a row for the Toreadors. That one's in for Shannon Miller, the younger sister of Jennifer Miller of San Pedro. We're all knotted up at 5.
Close call there, right on the line. Pirates will take it.
Bubaka with that jump serve. You don't see a lot of jump serving in girls volleyball in the city. Cameron Thomas did not clear it.
Boy, those inconsistencies are going to have to work themselves out. Make one, miss one is not a kind of system that's going to work against the Pirates.
Great serve by Bubaka.
You know, Bubaka has used that jump serve frequently throughout the season. A lot of coaches won't advise it simply because the passing on a lot of teams isn't worth it.
94 aces for Bubaka this season.
Yeah, she's right after Taylor on that.
That one's long, and the three-point run of San Pedro ends, and Taft crawls back to within one.
Well, that play illustrates exactly why a lot of coaches aren't willing to take the risk on the jump serve, because if you're not consistent enough, that's a point for the other team, and you lose the ball.
No question, it is a high-risk serve. Speaking of high risk, that serve is wide off of Duran's arm swing, and the Pirates have a 2-point lead again on LA 36 in KLCS. In game 2, San Pedro won the first game, 25-19. Jill Francis serving. Savannah Thomas with heavy heat, but it's run down by Francis. That one's popped wide, point Taft.
That was an interesting little move there. Pirates substituting in and out the libero, putting Benitez in for that play. Perhaps Coach Kumar seeing something she wants to exploit.
Shandiz Kamrava, defensive specialist into serve. Third year in the Toreador program. McCall going strong into the corner and long, point Taft.
No touch on the play, ball just wide. Knotted up at 8. This is where the Taft Toreadors have really got to come in strong. They've got to get ahead here.
High looping serve. Miller, run down by Duran. Double contact on Taft. Those free points you just don't want to give away to a team as good as San Pedro.
And if there is a weakness on this Taft team, it might be their setter. Soltani learning the game. She's made a few critical errors here.
Shannon Miller serving. And a point for San Pedro on another tough serve. I think if any advantage sticks out to me, it's the consistency and the tough serving of San Pedro over Taft at this stage.
Absolutely. I mean, you're looking at what San Pedro's trying to accomplish here. They're putting so much pressure with that serve that you're going to get those shanks into the net. And that's going to neutralize the athleticism of Taft.
As soon as we say that, Shannon Miller hits it into the net, and it's a point for Taft.
Well, she put it in the net. Not only that, but that wasn't a very tough serve. That was just a miff.
Terry Soltani to serve, lefty. Tight second game. McCall tipping, nobody home. Easy point for McCall and the Pirates.
Yeah, that's the second or third time we've seen McCall do that, her 5th kill of the match. And they haven't been the power variety for the most part. What we've seen McCall do is exploit the holes. Hit it where they ain't. Isn't that what the Rocher said?
He did. Another missed serve by the Pirates.
And as good as the Pirates are, I don't think they want to carry this Taft team too long with those service errors. They're going to have to cool it, or Taft may just bite them in the butt.
Cameron Thomas gave it right back.
Suddenly turning quite sloppy here.
Well, you want to serve tough when these teams have such potent attacks, try to keep them off balance, and sometimes when you do that, you make miscues. Sam Taylor serving, going down the line. Savannah Thomas tipping, but there's McCall. They work outside to Benitez. Benitez is blocked. Ignacio setting it up for her teammates. Johnson has a kill. There's a lift on San Pedro.
Bubaka unable to get it out cleanly. The official sees a lift. And we see there once again, Soltani leaving that right side attack just short. Savannah Thomas unable to extend because the set was just too short for her to reach for. But here we are, a 1-point game. The Pirates are flirting with disaster.
Jill Francis is blocked. Bubaka and Potter jousting at the net. Potter got it. We are even at 12. Sam Potter
There you see it. I mean, that free ball is a killer. McCall trying to do what she could with it, but if you're going to have to free ball, that opens up the offense for Taft. Just a grip and rip. Nice put away by Potter.
Joy Hannah serving. There's an overpass, and Taft and Savannah Thomas stick it straight down. Christina Kumar calls timeout. San Pedro struggling. Taft, the number 2 seed, looking stronger in game 2.
There you go. The overpass, a killer. The athleticism, booyah. Savannah Taylor, no doubt about it on that play.
Christina Kumar, in her first year of coaching at San Pedro, has done a really nice job. She's had great athletes. She has leaders on the court, and you can see Samantha Taylor doing a lot of the coaching in that huddle. So that's quite an assistant coach to have if you're the head coach.
Absolutely. You know, I mean, that's the whole thing about Taylor. She stabilizes the team. They may be Pirates, but they need a captain, and she has really been the one to sort of keep those C's steady.
Remember, they have not lost a game this season to a city school, but they haven't played anybody as good as Taft.
But having said that, they have been in some tight games, 26-24, 25-23.
They just beat Narbonne 28-26 in the semifinals in the last game. The Toreador fans believe this will be the start of something special.
Well, they know what everybody else in the city knows. The Pirates are not invincible. They're just very good. And right now, they're going to have to prove how good they are from behind.
Serving into the net. One of the reasons you call timeouts is to break the other team's momentum, and it worked there for Kumar and the Pirates.
Well, these girls are 15, 16, 17, and the head coaches know their concentration can sometimes be short-lived.
Benita's serving. We're tied at 13. Game 2. Duran's got that one. Then Taft's back out on top.
The tool. Nice swing. That's 5 kills for her.
Savannah Thomas will serve for Taft's Toreadors. And they have a 2-point lead. That's their biggest lead of the match in any game. They were behind the entire first game. Finally ahead here in game 2, and they lead by 2.
Shannon Miller with an uncharacteristic receiver there, costing the Pirates.
Another good serve. Ignacio runs this Miller shot down. Duran up by Miller. There was a touch. Point San Pedro. Yeah.
Did appear Potter got just a bit of that ball.
And a point. Boy, San Pedro needed that. They were struggling here, and Taft was building momentum. Bubika to serve. Let's see if she goes to the jump. She will. The jump serve is coming. Savannah Thomas is played by Bubika. It's over in 2. Toreadors reset. Here comes Potter. Straight down. Samantha Potter.
Well, Sam Taylor going to the well once too often on that dump play. And you can see right there, Cameron Thomas was just sitting on it. Gave her the free ball, and the result is point Toreadors.
16 serving 14. Sit back, relax, and watch City Volleyball at its best on LA 36 and KLCS. Cameron Thomas. That one comes back. Point San Pedro.
Officials indicating there was contact in the net. However, the Toreadors unable to recover off the block.
Celebration for the Pirates. They're within 1. Jill Francis serve. That one hits the roof. It's alive off the walls here at Occidental. Potter got it through. Point Taft, and Samantha Potter is on fire.
Yeah, running the quick is effective right here for Taft. They're able to get the jump on McCall. Potter with the quick snap, able to tool it off the Pirate block.
Camarava in to serve. Shortest player on the team at 5'2", second year on the varsity, and a serving specialist for Armin Mercado. That high serve. McCall tipping it down. Why do they go to the high serve? Well, what's the advantage of that?
You know, I think what she's trying to do there is serve a location. They feel as though they have an advantage against a particular passer. They want to exploit it. So the power is not as important there as the location.
Shannon Miller serving. San Pedro back by 1. Getting late in game 2. Height. A dig by Miller. Here's Benitez. That rocket is played by Duran. Free ball for San Pedro. They'll go back on the assault. Here's McCall tipping. Not yet. Here comes Height. Played by the Pirates. The dump down by Taylor doesn't work. Not yet. And another free ball for San Pedro. McCall tipping. Ignacio got it back. Taylor sets far side. Benitez. Put back over nicely by Thomas. Here comes Benitez again. Dug by Duran. We're still going here. Taylor setting. McCall. One-hand tip. Ignacio can't play it. Point Pirates. What a rally again. San Pedro wins that battle. Will they win the war?
That's just amazing. At that play right there, Ignacio is money. And this time, she just misplays it. Wow, what a shocker there. Great rally for both sides.
17 is the deadlock in game 2. 1 against 2. Heavyweights throwing big shots, lefts and right combinations, and both teams fighting back.
You know, it's really interesting to see, though, Randy, where you look at the Pirates being most effective is just like we saw in that last play. The tip shot, it's been very effective. We haven't seen a ton of power out of the Pirates. Meanwhile, the Toreadors blasting every shot they get their hands on. We've seen Potter, we've seen Thomas. These girls are just ripping the ball. But the Pirates have been mixing it up, and they've been probably their most effective with that little tip shot.
Well, Taft had a 3-point lead. It has vanished. The vital game 2. After San Pedro won game 1. There's that tip again by McCall.
You know, that's really inexcusable. She telegraphed it. She didn't jump. She had no other play. 99 times out of 100, Ignacio eats that play up. For some reason, she was out of position, misread the play.
Wonderful atmosphere here at Occidental College in Eagle Rock, the championship match.
Well, we knew the Toreadors were going to travel from Woodland Hills just down the Ventura Freeway, but Pedro brought a crowd as well.
And an ace serve for Shannon Miller, and the Pirates are leading again.
Miller picking on Duran there. Jessica Duran uncharacteristically shanking that ball toward the stands.
Shannon Miller, one of those Pirates that has that ability to serve it with great placement. Finds the openings. Cameron Thomas had it blocked. Cameron Thomas again. Outside, Pirates work Benitez. There's a kill for Benitez. Point San Pedro. They've run off 5 in a row.
Ole! The Toreadors just letting that one go right by. Ignacio with her second dig error. And this is crunch time. No time to make those kind of errors.
Pressure turns to Taft's side. There's a serve that's long. Boy, that's something the Toreadors needed at that stage.
Yeah, if there's been a surprise this match so far, it's the carelessness that we've seen from both teams with their serve. They both have powerful serves, and they really haven't maximized it yet.
Saltani serving. McCall's shot is down. Amber McCall with the winner.
Now, if I'm Mercado, I got to start to wonder. We know that McCall has got a shoulder injury. She hasn't been swinging hard. You've got to at some point start telling your team, hey, let's lay off the heat and watch for those drop shots, because she's been dropping them regularly now.
There's McCall with that off-speed serve. Savannah Thomas on the approach, and she's got it through. A kill for Savannah Thomas.
Thomas able to squeak it through. Blocking 101, you must penetrate. Bubaka and Taylor late. They're there position-wise, but they don't get their hands across the net, and they are a giant tool waiting to happen.
Can Taft get back to even? We played at 25. You have to win by 2 in each game. Benitez, perfect. Rifling a winner right down Main Street.
Oh, Benitez coming up big when they need her most. She's money on that shot. She splits the back row, hitting it right down to the 6th spot, catching the line. 4 points away from a second game up.
By far, San Pedro's top hitter is Benitez. Duran goes that angle, and there she missed it.
Oh boy, Jessica Duran wants that one back.
First time she's missed that sharp angle tonight.
Well, it's been there for her. It seemed like she just was off a little bit, and that balance, so crucial to a hitter, causing it to be out by about a foot.
San Pedro looking to pull out game 2 and go up 2 games to love. That serves long. Another service miscue by Samantha Taylor.
Yeah, and once again, I mean, we're not seeing the power serve there. That's a soft float serve intended simply just to put a little pressure on. And these teams have been missing serves like it's training camp.
Johanna Hughes in there, 10 points in a row she served against Pauli in the semifinals with a variety of different serves. She does that here, she could pull the game out for Taft. Jill Francis is played by Hughes. Sam Potter.
Did not clear. Potter into the tape, out of bounds.
Sam was so hot, went out for a rest and missed that shot. So the Pirates are within 2 of winning game 2.
Yeah, they're staring down the barrel of a gun right now. I think the Pirates want to make him walk the plank.
Benitez serving at Ignacio. Cameron Thomas misfires, and suddenly it's game point for the champions.
You know, Mercado's not going to let this thing drop right now. He knows his team can come back. At 24-20, game 2 is over. However, he wants to make sure they've got some momentum and confidence going into game 3.
Wait a minute, you're saying this game's over already?
Game 2 is over, Randy. In rally scoring against the San Pedro Pirates, you are not going to score 6 consecutive points, and that's basically what would be required.
There's that deep court shot that missed for Thomas.
Well, he must have done some scouting. They must have felt that Cameron Thomas was going to be effective out of the back row. She had a couple early kills, but I think at least now 4 errors from the back row, and that has been much more costly.
Well, I'll remember this if Taft rallies here. You said it's over.
Well, I'm definitely not calling out the Toradors. I'm just a coach, and I'm realistic. If I was down 24-20, I might want my team to come back, but realistically speaking, I would know it's very unlikely.
Well, Benitez and the Pirates have game point. Of course, we're working with Will Reinhart. His Verdugo Hills Highlanders with the number 3 seed in this tournament. Didn't quite make it to the finals. Chance for San Pedro if they can win here, but it's put away by Potter.
And there's the net violation.
And it's a point for San Pedro. Game San Pedro.
Potter aggressive in that situation. Might have wanted to fist it, but she fell through instead. And on that follow through, catches the tape. Very unfortunate for the sophomore. You can see her there. Not a heck of a lot of net, but hey, any amount is too much. Ivy Lewis, the town ref, saw that.
One game away now, Will, from winning their 2nd consecutive city championship. You know, Palisades won 22 championships over the years. At one point they won 7, another time they won 6 in a row, another time 5 in a row. 7, 6, and 5-year runs for Pali. Here San Pedro is trying to win their 2nd in a row. Let's go to Ramona Shelburne. She has a special guest from the 360 Health Club. Let's go to Ramona.
Randy, I'm here with Jai Lewis from 360 Health Club in Encino, one of our great sponsors here on KLCS and LA 36. Jai, tell us a little bit about what's going on at the club recently.
Well, the club, we opened the Sports Performance Center. Obviously, we're running a ton of camps through there for during season and post-season strength and conditioning. It's actually a great time. Check us out. The schedule for the spring is awesome. We have morning and obviously afternoon and into the evening. So it's great. Get over there. And it's great being part of this event right here, the city championship. Both these teams are very evenly matched, and the camaraderie and sportsmanship is awesome.
Yeah, well, I noticed you getting into the excitement of this crowd here tonight. We got 2 great crowds, 2 great teams. What do you think so far?
Absolutely awesome. I'm hoping for Taft to come back and make it interesting, obviously being down 2-0, but hey, whatever happens, I wish them the best, all of them.
Thanks, Jai Lewis from 360 Health Club in Encino. Go by and see him. Thanks. Randy, back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Ramona. Well, Taft has that very difficult uphill road, but it's possible. Venice last year was in the same predicament and rallied and came back and made it very interesting, but San Pedro rallied and won in Game 5 and won the championship. Amber McCall has 8 kills so far. Jessica Duran leading Taft with 5 kills. All right, we'll map it out. What will the Toreadors have to do to make this thing a longer match?
Well, the Toreadors are going to have to wake up to the fact that the Pirates are getting in with touch shots, and they're going to have to be prepared, not get on their heels. I mean, at this point right now, McCall's entire game has been these soft little shots, and they're going to have to take some chances on offense. They're going to have to really go with that heat. If they don't do that, this is going to be a very short night for the Taft Toreadors.
And of course, if San Pedro can win the next game, they will have done something that's really unimaginable. Going the whole season in the city without dropping one single game.
It's uncommon. As you pointed out, the Dolphins from Palisades High School have 22 city championships, and I'm sure in that stretch they may have had a season or two where they were as dominant as this or more so, but it is uncommon. And, you know, like I said earlier on, the Toreadors facing a team that is a repeating champion trying to win their second, just like they were in the 02 season when they had to face the Van Nuys Wolves, and they were peaking. A very similar team at that time to the San Pedro Pirates. You got to feel for the Toreadors. This is not an enviable position.
I think these teams are stronger. I just think they're physically a little bit more gifted. I think city volleyball is a little bit more on the upswing. I know the southern section still obviously has its advantages, more schools playing strong volleyball, but these teams are better than they were 4 or 5 years ago. By the way, the winner of this match goes into the state tournament. Here we go, Game 3. The Pirates could claim the title if they win the game. They had a mishandling of the ball on Taft and an early point for San Pedro.
This has been a clear advantage throughout the match. The setter position for the Toreadors is good, just not enough to keep up with the Pirates. Taylor has been dominant.
And on cue, an ace for Sam Taylor.
Well, you know, she sets the ball cleanly every time. She's able to pressure you with that serve, leading the city in aces. And as you pointed out in that timeout, I mean, Kumar kind of let her take over and talk to her girls. She's the coach on the court.
By the way, we're not giving stats on Taft for a reason, as that one's put down on the overpass by Bubika. Taft doesn't keep stats. Armin Mercado doesn't believe in having stats for his team.
He's talked about the only stat really mattering is wins and losses, and so he doesn't. You know, different coaches have different philosophies on that. Right now, we see the stat he doesn't want to see. Down 2 games to nothing, 3-0.
And Sam Taylor firing BB, serving another ace. Quickly, it's 4-0 for the champions.
You know,
they can sense it.
Yeah, the Toreadors aren't going to panic here. It's a nice run for San Pedro. It does look like San Pedro's built the momentum necessary to finish off their second championship. Taylor and company are confident. And, you know, the Toreadors are going to come back in this game. It just seems like they're a little overmatched in that experience department, which we talked about in the opening.
How much of an advantage is it for San Pedro playing in the Marine League? I know the West Valley League is very good, but Armin Mercado's team doesn't get the game-in, game-out challenges that a San Pedro does from Narbonne and from the Carson and some of those other schools.
You know, I don't know about that. I think the West Valley League, top to bottom, is the best league in the city. Maybe not by a lot. The Marine League is right there. But once you get past those top 3 teams we talked about, Narbonne, Carson, San Pedro, it drops off. I mean, it's the Grand Canyon there. Whereas all 6 teams from the West Valley qualified for the city playoffs this year, even an 0-10 Cleveland Cavaliers team.
Taylor spinning the ball like she's with the Harlem Globetrotters. Ace. Repeated ace after ace from Taylor.
Ignacio has got to step up there. If she is the West Valley Player of the Year, now is the time to show her team why she was selected. She's got to make that pass.
Taylor is dialed in. And a mishandling of the ball. And with every point, you just sense Taft deflating a little bit.
Oh, no doubt about it. I do expect the Toreadors to right the ship. However, with passes like that, they're not going to be able to.
That serve is another deep, tough serve. Bubika tipping, but it's played by Taft. Johnson has a winner, and the 6-point run is finally stopped by the Toreadors.
Kayana Johnson stepping up big there. The Toreadors needed to stop the bleeding. She tools it off the Pirate block. McCall dives, unable to secure it. Side out, Toreadors.
Johanna Yu in with that high serve, that rainbow serve. Taylor setting up Bubaka, who's blocked. Here's Savannah Thomas with a rocket for a winner. Here come the Toreadors again.
You just don't expect to see this team fold. Now we had a 6-point run there. The Toreadors sided out. Savannah Thomas muscling that ball. Bringing the thunder.
Bree Hutton's roof. Savannah Thomas. And in lightning-like fashion, the Pirates cut that lead in half. They see Taft rally for 3 in a row.
You just do not expect to see anyone get too terribly far ahead in this match. Nice block there. Right back into it.
Volleyball, very much a game of momentum as you serve. Can Taft get 4 in a row? Here comes Cameron Thomas. That one crawls over. Savannah Thomas, I think she was not decisive about either setting it or pushing it over. What was that?
You know, that was a boner. I mean, she absolutely had just a mental lapse. What are you going to do?
Well, do you agree with me? She wasn't sure whether to set it, or I looked from that angle, I think she was trying to get it over the net.
She just wasn't clear as to what her intentions were.
Bree Hutton setting. Here's Miller, and she set it right up there, and Savannah Thomas dropped it back down for a Taft point.
Yeah, there's going soft, and then there's asking for trouble. You got to put that ball over the block, or you got to tool it, and they went right into it with a little soft roll. COD back from Savannah Thomas.
Nice comeback, though, by the Toreadors. They're very much within contact here in game 2. In game 3, pardon me, after game 2. Potter blocked by Bubaka. Boy, Bubaka got up. Free ball for San Pedro. Here's Taylor setting. Bubaka with the roll shot played by Duran. Here's Duran on the far side. That one comes back at her. Another long rally. Chicken wing up by Bubaka. Bree Hutton hit it wide. Point Taft.
Now that's the sort of thing we don't see from San Pedro very often. A free ball. Perhaps she was trying to score on that one, but she took an unnecessary risk. Cost her team a point.
Well, that's a nice rally by the Toreadors. Almost down an ace. 7-6, a 6-1 run by the number 2 seeded Taft Toreadors.
Ball whistled down. You have to wonder at that point. It looked like there was a lift on McCall in the initial pass. Pancake is up. I don't think it touched the ground, but the officials indicated it did.
Ace. We're tied at 7. What a comeback by Taft. Pirates call timeout.
Armin Mercado high-stepping his way onto the court. He's pumped.
His team's back in the hunt. Emotionally, they look dead. They're back alive.
You know, but you have to wonder, down 2 games to nothing, when a coach who's not characteristically that outspoken or that vocal starts doing that, you have to wonder, is he a little desperate? His team is 7-7 at this point.
How about that? Savannah Thomas has 4 aces.
Yeah, and she's been helped out by the Pirates. I mean, we had Miller just make an inexplicable mistake on that serve receive. McCall also with an error. They were good serves, but not the kind of serves you would expect the Pirates to make such a mistake on.
Helping us with the stats tonight is Tony Siglio of the Daily Breeze. Thank you, Tony, for the stats tonight of the 7-7 tie in Game 3. There are Pirates everywhere, young and older.
But here's the thing, Randy, we're looking at Samantha Taylor there. The Pirates up 6-0. You didn't see them getting too hot about it, didn't get them too high. They've now given up 7 of the last 8 points, and the same thing. They're not too down about it. This is a confident team.
Randy Rosenblum, Will Reinhart, Ramona Shelburne at Occidental College, the championship volleyball match on LA 36 in KLCS. And now the Toreadors lead. And you sense that San Pedro is completely out of sync suddenly.
No question about it. This is a team that builds its success on execution. And when they break down, it's noticeable.
Savannah Thomas serving again. Taylor popping it up. Double contact on Taft. We're tied at 8 again.
Wow. Tough call on the Toreadors. The set at the net by Samantha Taylor had some rotation on it. No call.
Here's that Bubaka jump serve. Sam Potter's blocked. In transition, McCall tipping. They block it back through the Toreadors. And Potter can't get it back over. Point San Pedro.
Wow, the sophomore jinx. Sophomore Samantha Potter there, losing her balance, putting it into the middle of the net. Tight game. Tough play.
Bubaka, ace.
And they have picked on Duran a few times now. Duran coming out of her platform, passing with one arm, shanking it. Bubaka's topspin serve, the jumper, causing some problems.
There's the dump working for Saltani and for Taft. And you can see there that Jennifer Miller thought she should have had it, but a nice effort. It was a well-diagrammed play by Saltani.
Well, Terry Saltani has been very judicious with that dump, and that's when it's most effective. You overuse it, and they'll pick it up.
Potter ties it. I like that. Sam had made a couple mistakes, but this time they go back to her, give her a little more confidence, and Samantha Potter has a winner.
You know, Potter's been most effective when they go to her quickly. They set that ball up for a two. She's been blocked on the quick. She's been real effective.
McCall mishit it, but got it to go down, and she'll take it.
You know, we'll have to talk to her after the match, but there's no way Amber McCall is right. I've seen this girl play. She is a hammer, and she has absolutely not had the power tonight.
Definitely the shoulder is bothering her. She says she's better than 80%, but she's struggling. But her teammates are getting the help from a lot of different areas.
Well, Ignacio has got to make that pass. I mean, you know, it was right in her wheelhouse. She didn't move her feet quickly enough, out of position.
That serve is long from Bree Hutton. Benitez is going to come back in for the champions of San Pedro.
If the Pirates had cleaned up their serve, they'd probably be ahead by about 6 points right now.
Shandiz Kemrava, the senior, is in to serve for Armin Mercado and the Toreadors. Taylor pushes that one wide, point Taft.
Trying to get a little cute there, but you can see that the serve by number 33, Shandiz Kamrava, picking on Bree Hutton. Let's see if they do it again.
Tied at 12.
Well, Hutton's out now. They got the libero back in.
The libero is Jennifer Miller. Shannon Miller with the pass. Here's Shannon Miller going up, and with the spike, Shannon Miller gives San Pedro the lead.
Sweet hit by Miller. She put the ball deep. That's what the college coaches like to see. Makes it very difficult to up. She tools it off the back row that time.
Shannon Miller has 2 aces in this match, and she's about to serve here. Savannah Thomas from the deep court. Bubaka hit that out. We're back to even at 13. This is some battle in game 3.
Bubaka a little out of control there. With an arm swing like hers, if you miss by a little, that ball will carry.
That one got up and over, and San Pedro is very fortunate.
Well, Sultani's got to be disappointed. She got exactly the serve that she wanted. Looked like on the dive, McCall was shaken up a little bit.
Christina Kumar immediately got up and called a timeout.
She may have been poked in the eye there by Taylor. I don't think it was from getting down on the ball. It looked like Taylor smashed her pretty good somewhere in the face.
Boy, Amber's sweet as apple pie, just a wonderful girl. You see her trying to shake it off. She got hit. See if we can pick it up here.
Looked like in the replay there, coming off the net.
In the celebration, Samantha Taylor got her. You could see it clearly.
Have to talk to Amber about putting her chin guard on when she's around Sam Taylor.
Boy, she looks like she's been in a war, hasn't she? The shoulders all taped up, trying to get the cobwebs out after that poke in the face. Now she's out there to serve. Savannah Thomas tipping. Bubaka sending it over. Here's Taft trying to get it back to the other side, and they can't. That drive from the deep court by Saltani and Duran, and it was Duran who couldn't clear the net.
Well, I think that's the kind of risk that the Toradors need to take. Duran needs to take that swing. Problem is, if it doesn't go in, you're down by 2.
Kayana Johnson, number 2, rush back in for the Toreadors. Again, if San Pedro wins the game, they are the champions for the 2nd year in a row. Duran, dug by Jennifer Miller. Bubaka tipping it back over and down. Nice play by Alex Bubaka. Again, the court awareness of the Pirate players at the net.
Bubaka is a little pogo stick on that play. Bound, bound, and rebound she goes. Swiping it in for the block sweep.
Only a junior, Alex Bubaka will be one of the best players of the city next year. Already very good. There's a block by Bubaka and Benitez. Taylor setting, Bubaka tipping. Saltani with the up. That's dumped down. Wonderful dig, rolling dig by McCall, and San Pedro puts it away. But give Amber McCall all the credit for somehow digging that ball.
She covered it nicely, and then Taylor coming up with the left-handed shot. You see McCall here pick it up, and Taylor with the left. That's got to frustrate you if you're a Taft fan. They had the play they wanted.
4 in a row for the Pirates, taking a 17-13 lead. Benitez missed it. Boy, Taft needed that help, and they got it as Benitez netted.
You know, we almost forgot about Natalie Benitez. We haven't heard from her for a while, and perhaps she was a little cold. Put that ball uncharacteristically into the net. She hadn't had a set for quite some time before that.
Cameron Thomas serving. Benitez again. Good job by the Toreadors flagging that down. Could have been a violation in the backcourt. It wasn't called. Duran has it blocked. 4 contact on Taft. Point San Pedro.
Play on, says the head referee. That third ball over had all kinds of interesting things happening to it.
Here's a problem for Taft. That young lady, Sam Taylor's back behind the line. This is a rotation that Taft needs to make something happen. They cannot have Taylor fire aces here too late in the game. They got to somehow pass the ball, and they do. Taylor setting. Here's Benitez with the roll shot. She missed it. Benitez has missed a couple in a row here and left the door open for Taft.
Well, the door may be open for Taft, but it's just a crack open. I mean, the sense is right now in this game, if Taft doesn't do something immediately, they're going to be watching the champions take their trophy home, and that is the defending champions, the Pirates.
You with the serve. Potter, yes.
That's huge. Samantha Potter coming up with the big kill at the crucial moment, 2-point game. It's 5 for Potter on the night. I don't think any was bigger than that one right there.
Taft has scored the last 2 points. Chopping that deficit to 2. Bubaka tipping and has a winner. Nice effort by you, but it hit the antenna and that's out. So San Pedro has extended the lead to 3. Randy Rosenblum, Will Reinhart, along with Ramona Shelburne at Occidental College, the championship volleyball match on LA 36 in KLCS. Cameron Thomas is dug by Benitez. Miller's blocked by that front court, and Savannah Thomas sticks it down. Point Taft. Savannah blocked it, then put it away.
Call the police. Savannah Thomas just stole that kill from Samantha Potter. She wanted it more. Pretty much cleared out her middle blocker to get it. taking it into her own hands at this point.
That serve is in. Savannah Thomas got the back line. The Taft bench explodes with exuberance. They're back to within one.
And the Pirates are a little bit stunned by that call. It did seem like the ball carried. Nonetheless, the linesman right there indicating it caught the back part of the line. Point Toreadors.
Derwin Jordan was right on that call. Linesman. Toreadors can tie it if they win this rally. There it is, a kill for Cameron Thomas. We're even at 19. Amber McCall and the Pirates are stunned.
Yeah, we haven't seen them rattled very often this season, Randy, but it did seem on that play they were rattled. I think they were thinking about that line call, miscommunication between McCall and Miller, and before you know it, we're tied up in game 3.
San Pedro won game 1, 25-19. They captured game 2, 25-20. We are even at 19 apiece here in game 3. All hard-fought battles.
Well, we got a second here in this timeout, Randy.
And we will step out. The Toreadors and the Pirates in a battle in game 3. Back with more after this on LA 36 and KLCS. Durand to serve. Must win by 2. There's an ace for Durand. The Pirates have not lost a city game this year. It could happen here if they don't rally, because the Toreadors have the advantage after this ace. Durand again. McCall hit the net.
On the follow-through.
On Taft. And keep in mind, San Pedro started this game with a 6-love lead.
You know, you look at it right now, McCall's in pain. She's wincing. She tried to go for the power shot there. Not only did she net, but it looked like it hurt quite a bit.
Chance for Taft to go up by 3 late in the game. That spike is long, though. What a break for San Pedro. It looked like Taft was going to win the rally. And with Bree Hutton going back behind the line, Christina Kumar, you can see she's tense on the bench, still has a chance to win it in 3.
Cameron Thomas just missing it there.
Ignacio with the up. Here's Cameron Thomas. Bubika with the dig. Spike run down by Taft. It looked like Shannon Miller was going to put it away. She didn't. McCall tipping. Run down again by Taft. Toreadors playing great defense, but there's double contact. We're tied at 22.
Multiple contact is a very tough call at this stage in the match. Taft in a little bit of disbelief there, and Coach Mercado knowing that this is it. The back is to the wall. He's got to use the timeout right now. He's not pleased at all with that call.
You know, you're right about McCall. No power, all tip shots. That shoulder's got to be bothering her.
Yeah, and looking at the replay there, Randy, I mean, I think Mercado's got a beef. Tough call to see at this stage of the game, but if you're the champion, sometimes you get the benefit of that call. I've learned that the hard way.
There's the Pirate faithful trying to root their team on in game 3. They're 3 points away from the city championship. Well, Taft is 3 points away from extending this to a game 4.
You get the feeling the game's on the line, don't you? The bleachers on both sides of the gym are standing up. They're rocking the house here in Eagle Rock.
Glad you're with us on LA 36 and KLCS. Samantha Potter's always energetic.
This may be the point of the match, Randy. If the Pirates take this point, you have to wonder if the Toreadors can come back mentally from that.
Bree Hutton to serve, the junior outside hitter. Into the net. Taft gets a huge opportunity on that misfire. They lead by 1.
That's a much bigger point for the Taft Toreadors than it is for San Pedro. I just saw Sam Taylor look at her troops and mouth to them, no problem. And you know when she says it, she means it. Still, the Toreadors can really get into great position right here on this play.
Colin Shaw to serve. Tough serve. Taylor dumping it down. Played by Taft. Saltani just takes it back on the other side. Miller with the roll shot, played by Savannah Thomas. Cameron Thomas kills it. Taft has game point.
And now the Toreadors are right where they want to be. Game point. What do the champions do? Can they handle losing a game? They haven't lost one all year, like you said. How will their response be if they can't come up big right now?
Colin Shaw, game point, Taft. Benitez able to play it. There's a chance for Taft to end the game. Height, couldn't put it away, but it's down. And Taft has it. She couldn't put it straight down. She got a body, but it rolled to the ground, and the Toreadors are alive in Eagle Rock.
Wow, that's a shocker. You haven't seen the Pirates make that kind of mistake. They didn't have communication, and that's been one of their strengths all year. It seems like they have a little ESP going between them. And on that last play, we're looking at the replay here. A free ball, well, you're just asking for trouble when you do that. The block is up and should have been picked up by the Pirates. The campfire defense, everyone's standing around in a circle. No one able to come up with the play.
Now keep in mind, the Toreadors are the first team to take a game off of San Pedro this year. But San Pedro's lost matches and games to Southern Section School, so they've been in high-level volleyball matches before.
Absolutely, they've been in this situation before for a city championship, and they've played against very tough opponents. At that Redondo tournament, I know Coach Kumar said they wanted to challenge themselves. They had been beating up on city opponents, and they were ready for the big challenge, and I think that's going to prepare them for this fourth game.
Taft showed a lot of moxie coming back from a 6-love deficit to systematically break down the Pirates and overcome a number of deficits. You've got to give those Toreadors much credit. You know, they're taking a similar path their football team took. They beat Jefferson in the first round. Their football team beat Jefferson in the first round. Their football team is the favorite to win the city title. And on December 9th, we will have the city championship game on LA 36 and KLCS for you. The Toreadors are the #1 seed. They're into the final 8. Dorsey and Crenshaw, outstanding teams as well, still alive. Venice won a thriller over Jordan, 37-34. Quite a football tournament. And again, we'll have the championship game from the Coliseum for you right here. Pretty good stuff, huh, Will?
Oh my gosh, this is exactly what we're hoping for. You pointed it out. I mean, this is going to be the kind of match that people will be talking about for years to come.
Now, I know you wanted to be here with Verdugo Hills. You had a great player in Crystal Perryman, who you think has a shot at City Player of the Year, although it's going to be tough because your team didn't get to the city finals.
Yeah, we're going to miss Crystal. She was an outstanding player, and she absolutely wanted to be here tonight.
And what's her prospect for the future?
She looks like she's going to go to Cal State Northridge next year, Randy.
All right, let's go over to Ramona Shelburne.
San Pedro just lost their first game of the year to Taft right now. We're coming up on 9:30 at night. And for Samantha Potter, it's getting late. Tomorrow morning, she's got to be up very early. The Taft sophomore is running in the cross-country championships at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. She's not just running, she's expected to win. She's one of the top 5 runners in the city. Normally, she likes to get about 8 hours of sleep. Tonight, she says, I think I'll get about 4. She said she's scared, but says that once the adrenaline kicks in, she's not worried about it. I said, is there any chance you would have missed this game tonight? She said, absolutely not. Back to you, Randy.
All right, Ramona, and as we know, Samantha Potter, she's jumping up and down. Looks like she's getting warmed up for tomorrow's meet.
Yeah, something of an out-of-body experience for Samantha Potter there, but it's obvious that's what keeps her loose. Sophomores are great. They don't know any better. You know, for some of these seniors, it could be their last game. But Samantha Potter, she's just thinking, hey, let's play some volleyball.
Taft serving to begin game 4. Cameron Thomas gets the festivities underway in game 4. Benitez, Duran able to dig it. Now Duran attacking, and she has it through there. And it's going to be, no, it's not. It's somehow alive by San Pedro. I don't know how they got it back over. Dumped down by Taylor, and Sam Taylor has a winner. How did San Pedro play that ball?
See, that's what we're used to seeing it at San Pedro. Ball into the tape. They fight it off. They get it back over. And where are the Toreadors? They think the point's won. They let it drop. Unforgivable.
San Pedro knows they're in a fight now. They know they're going to have to claw away against a very talented Toreador team. Benitez can't put it away. Height has it come back. Height again. Great tap.
And there is that athletic ability of the Taft Toreadors. You have to think the longer this thing goes, obviously favoring the Taft Toreadors, but their athleticism is really starting to catch up with the Pirates.
Are we headed for 5 like last year?
I don't think the Pirates are going to let that happen.
You with the serve. Benitez hits that out. Point Taft.
Uncharacteristic hitting error by Natalie Benitez. She was not part of last year's team, and this is her first city final.
This is a very solid Taft team. That one's not going to get there. It's a point for San Pedro. Very good at these Toreadors. Quite a threat to the champions.
The hard thing about it is down 2 games to none, you have to expend so much energy just to get that 3rd game, and you wonder, can Taft sustain it?
Excellent defense by the Toreadors to get the ball back. And double contact on San Pedro.
Double contact. There was a net. Number 12, Soltani in the net, missed by the officials. Fortunately for the Toreadors, double contact called.
Savannah Thomas putting it back in place. That double contact went against the Pirates. Duran, dug by McCall. Cameron Thomas with a nice up. And mishandling the ball on Taft, so they give one right back to San Pedro.
Thomas feeling pretty confident there in her hands. That one clearly a double contact. Here comes the jump serve, Bubaka.
And she missed it. As the match gets longer and longer, that jump serve is more difficult. You're more tired, and it's tough to accelerate and get up into the air.
Since the first point, both these teams have been expending a lot of energy, so now conditioning is going to become a factor.
Francis just sending it over to the Taft side. Savannah Thomas pushing it on the Pirate side. McCall tipping. Toreadors trying to find the ball, and McCall found it. She also found the net, and it's a point for Taft.
Wow. Interesting call. Did appear to be the ball that touched the net. Nonetheless, head official indicating McCall in the net.
Don't know about that one. Amber's shocked by that call, but Duran gives it right back on a missed serve.
Well, we have a saying in volleyball, the ball never lies.
Solid serve by Francis. Cameron Thomas missed it. And we're back to a draw at 5.
Cameron Thomas being talked to by her kid sister. Shake it off. Putting that one in the net. Ready to go for another point.
Another miss hit, this one from Savannah. So Cameron missed one, then Savannah missed one. And the Pirates have the lead here in game 4. Seesaw game 4.
You know, but along with Samantha Potter, I mean, the Thomas sisters are why the Toreadors are where they are at this moment.
Cameron Thomas spanks that off the block, tooling it off of Taylor. Point Taft.
Bouncing back as if nothing happened. Best thing you can have as a hitter is a short memory. You make a mistake, forget about it.
It's also easier to come back from a hitting error early in the game rather than late.
Absolutely. You get real tight at the end of that game. Right now they're feeling loose, confident, riding the wave.
Bubaka has a winner.
And there again, you see San Pedro going with the off speed. And you wonder if Taft has really picked that up yet, because that ball was not struck very hard. Could have been an easy dig.
Pirates by 1. Cameron Thomas going up over the block for the kill. Boy, when you can hit over that big block, you got leaps.
But these Taft hitters can. As good a block as San Pedro puts up, the Taft hitters have the ability to go over top. And you see there, it looked like Bubaka's feet were just stuck into the ground. Very slow on defense.
Teams matching each other point for point. Height, I like her. Number 42, Tatiana Height, the junior. The best blocking middle for the Toreadors, a returning starter, played as a sophomore, has a lot of good attributes there. She's able to shove it through.
Yeah, Benitez off the net there. She needs to seal the block.
Taylor pops that one back over. San Pedro off balance, very fortunate just to get the ball back. Height can't put it away. Benitez got it.
Yeah, Benitez is off the touch. Was out of bounds, but off the touch. And that's going to be point for the Pirates.
Yeah, it's tied at 8.
Soltani still has the ball. She's not aware of it.
Kind of a delayed call there by referee Robert Simpson, but there was no question that it was slammed off the block. Savannah Thomas had it come back. Taylor getting up and blocking her. High-level volleyball. Game 4. Bubaka got it. San Pedro leads once again.
And there you see the setter being the difference. Soltani's set to Thomas was too tight, and that's an easy ball to block. Meanwhile, on the other side of the net, Bubaka, given the room, finds the angle, puts it away.
Guy Johnson in for Taft. Savannah Thomas. Miller with the one-arm dig. Johnson. What a rifle job that was. That shot through there in a hurry, and we're even at 9.
And you gotta like that. Soltani there absolutely clicking with her middle. Johnson able to whack it down the middle. Downtown, take it to the house.
Taft looking to extend it to a game 5. San Pedro wanting that title right here. Bubaka slaps that one through. Double contact on Taft. Boy, Ignacio's got to be in great shape. She passes and runs the court. She's passing every ball in that system, in that back court for Taft.
Yeah, I saw Mercado putting the Energizer batteries into her back before the match.
There she is again passing. Duran has it go back the other way, and Taft watches San Pedro steal a point.
That's a killer, and there's Taylor. She's mature, she sees the hole. Doesn't matter how hard you hit it, just matters if you score, baby.
Now Taylor with that great serve. Ace. She has the best serve in the city.
Well,
and once again, Taft has to get around this rotation and get Taylor from behind that line because she's so good. Look at this serve.
Yeah, Mercado's aware of that. He's going to take time out right now. He doesn't want this thing to slip away.
We got a great one on LA 36 and KLCS. Glad you're with us for our final volleyball match with the girls this year, the City Championship. Randy Rosenbaum, Will Reinhardt, the Verdugo Hills head coach, and Ramona Shelburne. 4 aces for Samantha Taylor after that last one.
It's been an exciting season, Randy. November 18th, the last day of the city season. We go to state playoffs from here. Got to give a big shout out to my team. Want to say congratulations to their season, and to all the girls who participated. A record number of teams this year in city section volleyball, 63 varsity teams, and more coming because new schools are opening up in the next couple of years. They're doing a lot of releaguing in the city section.
And it was a 32-team tournament. They whittled it down. We have the final 2 tonight. You guys, your Dons got eliminated in the quarterfinals, but really city volleyball on the upswing, and it's It's been great in this championship match with the Pirates and the Toreadors. Taylor serving again, and that pass shanked right. Let's see if somehow Taft can win this point and get out of this rotation. No, not yet. Another point for San Pedro.
You got to give it up for Amber McCall. I mean, she's playing in pain, it's obvious. She's not going to tell her coach about it, but she is finding a way to score points. That roll shot's a perfect example.
She has 10 kills in the match. Taylor again. Again, this is such a tough rotation with Taylor back there. Tough for Ignacio to serve and then go back there and play defense against Taylor. Bubaka shooting that one through, and that's back into the stands, and another point for the Pirates. They lead by 5, and Taft in a very dangerous position right here.
Cameron Thomas has been solid in that corner. This time, Bubaka able to take advantage of a nice cross-court swing.
Armand Mercado's got a great team, and they're going to have to suck it up right here in Rowley against this veteran championship team from San Pedro.
Taft definitely has another run left in them.
And there's a shot for a winner from Savannah Thomas. I agree with you. I don't think you can ever count this Toreador team out with so much firepower.
Well, you can just feel it. I mean, the players on the Taft side don't look panicked at all. They are in a deep situation, but they do look like a team that's prepared to make a comeback right here and right now.
Jill Francis pops that one long. Point Taft.
Surf's up. That's Jill Francis, the surfer from the Pirates, unable to connect there.
Yeah, she's on their surf and swim team. They have a surf team at San Pedro. McCall again with that off-speed shot. Somehow it's run down beautifully by Duran of Taft. Bubaka, and she has a winner. Alex Bubaka of the Pirates.
Man, give Duran the All-Madden Award on that one. She was willing to chase that thing into the stands. Unfortunately for the Toreadors, the scramble didn't pay off.
Yeah, but you got to love that kind of effort from Jessica Duran. Again, Ignacio passing for the Toreadors. There's a kill for Savannah Thomas. It's off the block. Toreadors back to within 3.
Savannah Thomas in her last serve rotation did very well against the Pirates. Let's see what she's got right here. They need her big time.
Free ball for the Toreadors to go on the offense. In transition, Potter is blocked. Tipped back over by Taft. Miller going down the line. Savannah Thomas sending it back on the Pirates side. Taylor setting for Bubaka. Not yet. The joust. Vantage Taft. Taylor sending it back on the Toreadors side. Long rally. Here comes Duran. Tipping it over. Pirates in transition. Here's Miller spiking. It's not down. Up by Thomas. Back on the other side, San Pedro
Free
will
ball,
reload.
this could be trouble.
Taylor into the net. Point Taft.
Wow. Free ball usually is automatic for the Pirates. In that rally, Sam Potter sent the ball over off her head.
Taft's athleticism and power coming back, bringing San Pedro to them, reeling them back in. Francis is blocked. Bubaka looking for a hole, can't find one. Duran spiking and a nice up by McCall. There's the tip.
Oh.
We have a net violation on Taft High School.
Yeah, Jessica Duran thought she had a shot at the ball. It was squirted over by Taylor. She missed the ball. Her follow-through took her into the net.
Bubaka's jump serve. Sultani able to slam it back over, the slam dink.
Don't reach. Coaches always tell their players, don't reach. And there you see Bubaka reaching. The poor result for the Pirates. Point for Taft.
Yeah, the feeling Taft has the momentum here, and San Pedro just trying to hold on. Taylor setting for McCall. In transaction, it's Taft. There's Potter spiking it wrong. The sophomore wants a touch, won't get one. Point San Pedro.
You know, it did appear there could have been a touch there. They don't get the call. I'm not sure I agree that Taft has got the momentum yet, but they have the opportunity, that's for sure.
I just sense they are playing with a lot of enthusiasm. Their intensity is up, but they got to keep it going because they're behind. Pirates looking to build their lead. Miller dug by Duran. Saltani is blocked by Miller. Potter with the kill at the net. Point Taft. Boy, Samantha Potter is playing lights out at this stage. She's going to get a breather. Shaw and Heither coming in for Armand Mercado, the team in red, the Taft Toreadors.
But again, Taft is living and dying on their emotion, their energy. Meanwhile, the Pirates seem calm, cool, and collected. I think at this point, you got to say the Pirates don't seem terribly concerned.
Wolf by Saltani. Point Taft. That one shocked Shannon Miller. Timeout Pirates. Taft to within one. I just have that feeling that Taft has that momentum.
Well, you're not the only one. Coach Kumar disagreeing with my assessment. She took the timeout. She had seen enough. They do have the 1 point lead, but she obviously feels like they're in jeopardy here of letting these Toreadors back into the match. And if it goes 5, you know, all bets are off, as they say in Vegas.
Well, it's would be an exact replica of a year ago when San Pedro had a 2-0 lead over Venice, dropped games 3 and 4 and won 15-7 in game 5. Armand Mercado talking to his troops, and boy, they have been resilient tonight.
Hey, I give the Taft coaching staff all the credit in the world. They have pumped up their team. Mercado and his assistants have absolutely energized the club. They've given them the information they need. You got to say there's a definite coaching advantage there on the Taft side right now.
Armand just looked at me with a giant smile. I think he's proud of his team and how they have fought here in Eagle Rock at Occidental this championship match.
Oh, how could he not be? His girls have done an amazing job. No other team has been able to take a game off of Pedro.
They're not looking for a game. Taft is looking to win the match. Cameron Thomas hit the antenna. That's a point for the Pirates.
And there again, Saltani pushing her hitter too tight and too far outside, unable to bring it back in, hitting the antenna.
Shannon Miller serving. McCall tipping. What a rolling dig by Ignacio, but no one else helped her out. Point San Pedro.
Well, Ignacio this time makes that critical up. There was a similar play towards the end of game 2. She missed. This time she gets there. Her teammates let her down. Nobody home.
Guyana Johnson, number 2, is back in for Taft.
6 points away from a championship for the Pirates, and I think they're going to start feeling it real soon on both sides of the net.
Game 4, 2-1 for San Pedro. Tough serve. Cameron Thomas had it blocked right back. That's popped over. San Pedro running their offense. Here's Benitez tipping it up by Johnson.
Pedro wins this point. It's definite trouble.
There's a block. Samantha Taylor and Amber McCall, number 3, bruised and battered but unbowed.
Yeah, San Pedro has just turned on the warning sign. Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to get bumpy.
20-16, champions by 4. Don't let the score fool you. This Taft team has that ability to fight back. There's one on the Toreador side.
This does look like a fight to the finish, Randy. Advantage Pirates, ahead by 3. Taylor in the front row. Don't forget about her ability to dump for a cheap shot, but she'll take it any way she can get it.
Taylor's alertness saved the day for the Pirates on that one. And Height puts it down. Taft back to within 2.
And some of Taft's most effective serves have been that 3 spot. The middle short, you see the libero hanging deep, Miller, and they have been burned on that short serve several times. Let's see if she does it again.
Here's a big serve for Saltani and Taft. Did not clear from McCall. Point Taft. They're right there again. The pressure swings back to San Pedro.
And that time Taylor leaving the set just a little bit short. Unable to extend. You can see there McCall holding her arm. She's in pain.
Outside, here's Benitez. Ignacio with the up. A chance for Taft to tie it with Savannah. Thomas can't put it away. Outside, here's Benitez again. That one's down. Natalie Benitez. We haven't heard from her in a while, but that was a critical kill.
You know, it's going to be coming down to Bubaka and Benitez, because with McCall hurting and in the back row right now serving, Taylor's going to have to find Benitez and Bubaka to finish this thing off. 4 points to go.
McCall to put it in play. Just got it over. Savannah Thomas blocked by the omnipresent Samantha Taylor. She seems to be everywhere. Look at her leadership skills.
You know, Thomas talking to Sultani, get that set up. She didn't have the chance to extend and use her power. That's her advantage. She needs to be able to do it, and when she has to tip it, she's not nearly as effective.
There's the Pirates. They know they're 3 points away from their second consecutive city championship.
You know, you've got to appreciate Amber McCall with that pain, but I hope she's letting her setter know. She is feeling some pain right now. She's having a hard time extending. We saw that last serve just crawl over the net. And you've got to be honest with your teammates. You want to be a warrior, I understand, but you've got to let them know, look, go somewhere else.
Really one of the great venues in city sports. Volleyball championship here. There's the Pirate clan with that big Pirate flag. Taft's fans have been terrific as well. The Valley represented, the South Bay, great representation. Really a terrific venue, great event, and two class programs battling it to the bitter end.
It's been everything we hoped for, Randy. It's an exciting match. We knew every game would be close. We did not expect a blowout tonight, and we have not been disappointed.
McCall to serve. The Pirates 3 points away. Great serve, just crawled over. Somehow Ignacio was able to play it. Benitez, that's it, 4 contacts. Point for San Pedro. They're 2 points from the Crown.
And there's some inexperience there for number 2, Kayana Johnson. She's got to be able to get that ball out of the net cleanly. She double contacts.
Remember, Taft's never won a city championship. They've been close tonight, but they want to rally and win their first. San Pedro looking for their second. Savannah Thomas had it come back. Thomas again. Savannah had it played by San Pedro. Here's Benitez. Ripping it. Little match point for San Pedro. Championship point for the Pirates.
It has been a great run for Taft. And as the Taft viewers will tell you, Randy, they have won championships, just not in girls volleyball, and it does not look like that's going to change tonight. Awesome kill by Natalie Benitez.
She's had 2 in this run that have been big for the Pirates. Jennifer Miller with that number 1 finger raised. Loose ball, breaks the tension for the moment.
How appropriate is it that Amber McCall, who really has to be the player of the match today, is serving for a match point?
Here it is. Pirate fans chanting, they want one more. Thomas kills it, point Taft. Don't go wandering off. If any team can come back, it's the Toreadors. I know you think 24-20's death, but if any team can do it, Taft can do it.
That may be true, but it is death, and this match is not going 5. However, Cameron Thomas on that last kill denied. She was absolutely not going to let the Pirates win on that play.
Thomas serving, match point number 2, championship point number 2. Benitez is blocked, still alive. Taft setting it up. Free ball for the Pirates. Benitez couldn't put it away. Height, Taylor got it up. Benitez back over. Here comes Taft.
Too tight.
Tip, still alive.
Wow, let him play, let him play.
There it is, the miscue by Taft. The Pirates are the champions yet again. the emotions that are the championship and winning.
Here it is, game point. Benitez up and through the block.
This celebration will go through the night, I would think, for these Pirates, who will play in the state tournament next week for the second year in a row. They will not be one of the favorites, but they are a game group holding off a very athletic and determined Taft Toreador team.
Ramona's got.
Boy, the emotions that are winning the championship, the celebration that goes with 2 in a row. It's never easy to repeat. They lost for the first time a game against a city school, but there it is, 25-19, 25-20, then dropped the game 25-22, and then 25-20 in game 4 for the Pirates, winning 3 out of 4 and winning the city championship. What a wonderful match. It was never easy for San Pedro. Taft fought him all the way, and for a moment there in game 4, I thought they were going to extend it to game 5, Will.
Boy, Randy, that was an amazing match, but you think about this is a scary thing. Most of those Pirates are coming back next year. This could be a nice rivalry for years to come. Taft, nothing to be ashamed of. It hurts to lose, but boy, did they play well.
You know, I won't be upset at all. I'm sure you wouldn't either. I guess you would because you're the Verdugo Hills coach. But if these two teams meet again next year in the city finals, you might want to write that date right now down and come back, because this is a wonderful event. You can see that Taft's not too bitterly upset. They know they really threatened and gave a great account of themselves. Let's go to Ramona Shelburne, who's with the happy winners. Ramona Shelburne is in the middle of that crowd, and she's with some happy San Pedro Pirates who have won it for the second year in a row. Ramona?
Hey, we're here now with Amber McCall, Jenny Miller from the champion San Pedro Pirates. How you guys feeling right now?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Awesome. How is your shoulder doing?
On Tuesday, after Narbonne, I said I have 1 game left, and this was that game.
All right,
So,
this is the one game. That got a little close there. You lost a game. What do you have to say about this wonderful team from Taft?
They're awesome. Their hits are killer, and their serves, they're tough. Their libero is great.
I've never seen a team come from behind a two-game deficit and win the third so close, so that showed a lot of heart on their part.
Okay, congratulations, San Pedro and to Taft. Randy, back to you.
Amber McCall and Jennifer Miller elated, and here we go again seeing how this one finished. And the great block there to get them into a position after that roof to get them in a spot where they were just 1 point away.
You know, it's tough because Taft wasn't terribly outplayed tonight. It did seem the experience factor came in, and at the end of the day, you have to give it up to the champions. They repeated, they defended. It's almost like Occidental College is their second home, if you will. They're getting pretty comfortable here.
Got to feel bad for Armand Mercado. He's 0 for 5 in championship matches. You know, twice losing with the girls, 3 times with the guys. But the thing is, he's getting to the finals.
Yeah, you know, I feel real bad for Armand Mercado. 5 championship appearances. Boy, I would love to have that problem of losing 5 times in the championship. He's a great coach, though. He'll be back again.
Will, thank you very much for your work tonight. Great job.
Hey, Randy, thank you very much. Thanks for inviting me, and look forward to seeing you next year.
Look forward to seeing the Verdugo Hills Dons next year. And these Pirates, many of them return. Jennifer Miller was a senior, Amber McCall a senior. We talked to them. The 2 seniors go out winning a city championship. They'll be very good again next year. Jill Francis is the other senior. Pirates win it in 4, 25-19, 25-20. Taft won game 3, 25-22. And the Pirates 25-20. For Ramona Shelburne and Will Reinhardt, my name is Randy Rosenbaum. We'll see you next time from the Coliseum for the city football title. Good night from Eagle Rock.